The Swadhishthan Chakra, creativity and inspiration. What is the source of human creativity and inspiration? Here we discover that source, the Swadhishthan Chakra, the second chakra of our subtle system. In this two-part lecture, Her Holiness Shri Mataji Nirmala Devi, founder of Sahaja Yoga meditation, explains how this subtle center governs creativity, inspiration, attention, and our ability to think and plan. When overactive thinking disturbs this chakra, it can affect both our mental and physical balance. Through the awakening of the Kundalini, Sahaja Yoga meditation restores the center to balance, awakening pure knowledge, inspired creativity, and inner peace. These talks by Shri Mataji offer a deeper understanding of how meditation can awaken the subtle energy within and transform our creativity into a source of inspiration.
So this center, that is what we call the Swadhisthana center, is a center that gives you your future, energy to think of your future, your planning, which gives you energy to bring forth the manifestation of the physical labor or physical exercise or physical work. This poor center has to work for one work, to convert the fat for the use of the brain. Now if one center which has to do many other things starts doing only one work, all other things are neglected. As a result of that, you develop problems because it has to cater to your liver, to your pancreas, to your kidneys, to your spleen. And once it goes into action for one channelized work, it gets programmed for it. And then it cannot take care of these things. That's how you develop a bad liver. You develop a diabetes, kidney trouble, blood pressures. Also you develop a very serious disease called blood cancer. Now Sahaja Yoga can cure all these troubles. It's only physical. But it can cure even physical troubles, because if this center is brought to its normal behavior, if it is made to behave in a very normal way, you can easily cure all such diseases which come out of your overactivity, overthinking, over-imaginativeness. It's a very dangerous thing to always think about the future. For example, now we are here sitting down, we should be comfortably sitting down and talking to each other. Instead of that, now we are thinking, what am I going to go do tomorrow, or what am I going to do when I go home, how am I going to cook, what am I going to eat, or how I am going to take my train. All these futuristic behaviors lead you to a very funny personality. You become so futuristic that you forget the past. I met a gentleman who forgot even his own name. He forgot the name of his father, he forgot the name of his mother, and also, to the dismay of his wife, her name. And she started crying. She said, now what to do? He's forgotten everything. Now he is in a futuristic area. He just knows the future. Then he was to be pushed back again into the center. Then gradually he started remembering. Then he told me that he's chairman of one of the councils of a big district place in India. And he said, he was. He said, no, I am. I said, that's good. That's better. Now you are in that state where you say, I am. So this is what happens. And this is what's going to happen to our societies here, which is very futuristic. So to cut it down, one can try anything. You may try anything. For example, you may show pictures of the past and things like that, but that is not going to bring back the horse. It's running very fast. The only thing that can work it out is the awakening of the Kundalini. when the Kundalini awakens itself, she makes the center enlighten, and the center itself resumes its normal shape, its normal behavior, and its normal condition. Apart from that, it has got a dynamic power or manifestation that this center which looks after our attention becomes enlightened, and our attention becomes enlightened, and the attention which is enlightened becomes dynamic. In the sense now, sitting down here, you can pay attention to anyone, just pay attention. You don't have to do anything. Just pay attention to that person and you can find out on your fingertips what's the matter with the person. Thousands of miles he may be. When Nixon was having trouble, suddenly, I don't know, I said, find out about Nixon, how is he? And they said, he's in a terrible mess. Christ has said, your hands will speak. That's the time has come. These hands, which look so simple, but they are so intricate and so intricately built that the nerve endings are so microscopic that we cannot understand how much they can tell us, how far they can go. When the awakening takes place, you start feeling the vibrations around you, the all-pervading power which you have never felt before, through these fingertips which we neglect, we misuse them, we use them for wrong things. These fingertips themselves get enlightened and you start feeling them. That's what I said, that you have to get your awareness which is enlightened. It's the awareness which has to manifest. And that's how you start feeling them on your fingers. It's wrong here, it's wrong there. You can see where is the problem. Now all these are related to your centers. These are 5, 6 and 7. 7 on the left and 7 on the right. So this is about your emotional side and this is about your right. About your physical and your rational, or you can say mental side. So you can make out a person how he is by just knowing whether you are getting heat from that person, whether you are getting burning from that person, whether they are getting numb, whether they are becoming heavy. And a rapport is established with the all-pervading power which informs you, get the messages. And the messages are so correct that even if you have 10 children who are realized souls, there are many children these days are born as realized souls. We don't understand children these days, but these days they are great children and they are born today because the time has come. This is the time of judgment time. This is the time of resurrection. This is the time about which people have described in all the scriptures. So great people are taking birth. This is the second center. When Kundalini nourishes that center like a very beautiful mother, she nourishes. You must have heard about some great artist, Amjad Ali, he was here. After realization, he became such a great artist. There are so many artists. In India, they understand. They want to sing before me. I don't know how to say that now only one person can sing. Because their Kundalini goes up and the creativity becomes so tremendously active and so dynamic. At the same time, that person becomes very mild, very sweet, very compassionate. Like this one great singer, she's a Muslim lady, I will not name her. She wanted to sing and she sent me word, please allow me to sing in your birthday. I said, all right, give her a chance. So she came down. And the lady who was playing harmonium, she came and told me, this lady is just an atom bomb. You don't know how she gets angry. There's one note I play wrong. I saw her, but she was very silently playing, nothing doing. She never got angry with anyone. So in the interval, this lady comes and tells me that, see, in your presence, I don't know what has happened to this lady. This tiger has become like a cow. How is it? I said, see, her Kundalini has come up. So this violence, this anger, this temper is not your creation. It's the creation of your liver. Your liver is little out of order because of many things, and the temper is there. Now, when that temper is too much, you don't know what to do. I mean, you can do whatever you like. In your temper, after all, it's like a drunken personality. You have to approach a person in a temper with a barge pole. But all this temper, everything becomes so cool and so beautiful. It's very surprising. A very dynamic person becomes extremely compassionate. Extremely compassionate. And I have had such beautiful experiences of their compassion that it's not easy to describe. Now, also they say that there are certain nationality which has got a trait like this and a trait like that. Everything dissolves. Everything dissolves because of this center, which is so creative and which also gives you the manifestation of pure knowledge. Pure knowledge. For example, you start feeling on your fingertips. You just start feeling on your fingertips. Like today only somebody came and told me that, Mataji, my Agya is catching. Agya is the center. Means I have got my ego on. Will anybody say like that? On the contrary, if you tell somebody you have got your ego, they'll show you they have their ego on. It's very dangerous to say to somebody your ego is on. But just because of self-knowledge, pure knowledge, you know that this Mr. Ego is sitting here and I cannot cross through, and there's a blockade here which I have to take it out. It's so innate within you, everything. Only thing is your connection has to be made. Once the connection is made, immediately you know about yourself. And this center, which is responsible for creating all kinds of funny thoughts and horrible creativity, becomes so benevolent, so soothing, so beautiful. Apart from that, as I told you just now, these people who could not even say one word in Hindi language have started singing Sanskrit, and this, especially the one they sang, the first one, many Indians cannot sing that way, I can tell you. They can't. It's not easy. It's a very great tongue twister, first of all, the language is. Apart from that, to sing in such a correct pronunciation is so difficult, but they have done it. So, in Sahaja Yoga, an artist who is struggling today may become a great artist tomorrow. But still I would say these are temptations. You'll become a great artist, you start earning more money, this, that. But that's not the one you have to really be satisfied with. You will never be satisfied.